You're back with another one. This time you see One Punch Man top 10. How am I gonna mess up my own intro? I'm gonna just, ignore that just happened. We gonna do it again. You're. I forgot my intro. Oh no. Oh no. I just do it all natural. Oh no. You know what? Forget it. We just gonna go into it. Like their video, subscribe to their channel. It's top 10 anime. You know we love them over here. And make sure you guys like this video and comment and subscribe. Alright? Especially subscribe. There's a lot of people watching consistent videos, not subscribed, alright? The fact that if you know what my intro is and you saw how I fucked it up in the beginning, go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Because you obviously watch, consistently. You might as well get notified when I upload. Go ahead and subscribe. I love that jazz. That smooth jazz. As you can see, One Punch Man top 10 moments to Saitama. There we go. I had to say it.
Even by the ridiculous standards of action anime, One Punch Man is in a league of its own. You are presented with ludicrously powered villains, idiotic and inept heroes, and an accidentally OP protagonist whose frugality coupled with straight-faced humor makes him and the show truly one of a kind. Now, before we start, a like and sub would be much appreciated.
探したぜ。知らねえ顔だな。俺を捕まえてのし上がろって魂胆かよ。返り討ちだ。
A very short encounter, but nevertheless an epic moment. A whole episode was used to emphasize the power of Hero Hunter Garo, and all just to be ended with a single strike.
He said, "Don't bother me
Not many
when I'm
words were
shopping."
said, but the anti-gravity sweat drops expressed more emotions than any words could have. A sad end to the Hero Hunter, especially when the wig's price tag did more damage to Saitama than Garo's karate chop.
これください。3000円です。地味に高いな。がっかりさせんな。
I don't even know why he want to put Garo
Carnage
on. Like,
Kabuto,
bro,
the strongest
good.
creation
You
of the
you
House
strong.
of Evolution and a dragon-level threat. One of his greatest perks is animal instincts. However, he failed to heed the warnings of his animal instincts and allowed rage to take over upon hearing Saitama's secret training routine.
腕立て伏せ100回。上体起こし100回。スクワット100回。
For a moment, Saitama's nervous behavior made the impression that he has finally met his match, only for him to reveal that the source of his worries was his realization that he potentially missed out on some supermarket sales. The ensuing punch sent Kabuto back through evolution to atomic levels.
スーパーの特売日じゃねえか。よく一人で耐えたな。
I love how literally One Punch Man can kill everything with one punch, but he chooses not to. He's literally like, it's not worth it. Not like it's not worth it, but it's just like he's just mind somewhere else. He's literally so strong, nothing matters to him, and it's hilarious.
あとは任せとけ。
This is the turning point for a pompous character
Actually,
like
haven't watched season 2
Suryu,
yet. I need to.
humbled by overwhelming
I've
power,
been slacking.
reduced to tears as the hopelessness is setting in. He finally realizes the true weight behind the title of hero. It's not valued by strength, but rather the light of hope they provide in the midst of darkness, eventually leading he himself to cry out for that light.
ちに来てくれ。ヒーロー、頼む来てくれ。怪人がいるんだ。
We all knew that Saitama will come to the rescue, but no one expected it to be so epic and heartwarming. We are treated with a bunch of different emotions from Suryu, tears of relief from being saved, tears of sadness that Saitama may have died in battle against Guketsu, admiration to a hero who's too powerful, and finally the moment where he himself wants to become a light of hope, a hero.
弟子にしてくれないか。絶対に断る。
There must have been a lot that
A
happened in
lot of
season 2.
JoJo
I haven't
fans
seen
know
much
that
of
King
this.
has the most powerful stand, Saitama, which is why he is an S-class hero. Season 2 may have been a bumpy ride, with the overall animation a degree lower than Season 1, but this epic punch was definitely well animated. Albeit not as epic as the Season 1 finale, this was definitely a satisfying moment to see a dragon-level threat disintegrated into nothing. As usual, King saves the day.
They keep saying that Season 2...
For the first time in 2 seasons, we see Saitama jump back to avoid an attack, but unfortunately it wasn't out of fear of the opponent, but rather to protect his wig. The highlight of this episode is Saitama's
the animation don't look that
advice
bad.
of stop trying to get stronger if it's only for fun. It's extremely rare and difficult to anger Saitama. The trigger here was belittling heroes that risk their lives. If Saitama didn't come back to his senses in time, the disintegration wouldn't have stopped at just his top. A satisfying moment to see the expression of defeat in a character that moments ago was boasting superiority. In fact, he managed to force someone who was fighting for fun to say, "Take martial arts seriously."
なんか動きがかっこいいものだな。誰じゃね？君は。
At number 5, we have Saitama saving the city from a meteor. At least that was the goal. Bang is the first person from the Hero Association to witness the limitless powers of Saitama.
To put some respect on his name.
Reveal.
Put some respect on his name.
The adrenaline-pumping punch right through the meteor was all magnificently animated. He may have not completely saved the town, but he definitely prevented an extinction-level threat. Too bad the dinosaurs didn't have a Saitama.
He probably could have honestly pushed it back into space. He's that strong.
The subsequent scenes only left
just didn't think about
frustration
it.
after witnessing the ungrateful nature of the people. A common theme in this anime.
一見落着だな。それでもやるしかないんだ。勝てる勝てないじゃなく、ここで俺はお前に立ち向かわなくちゃいけないんだ。
Moomin Rider's tenacity truly showed how he deserved the title of hero, but unlike typical mainstream anime, willpower and power of friendship alone is not sufficient to win a battle. Although Saitama's acknowledgement of him was still a heartwarming moment. All those desperate struggles of the C-rank heroes and the godly animated heroic barrage of Genos were all dwarfed in the presence of Saitama and the anticlimactic end of the Sea King with one punch. The Sea King may have stopped the rain for a few seconds, but Saitama stopped it for good.
I don't think those workouts gonna make you more durable.
A moment where
Honestly,
Saitama could attain
his
the
head should be
recognition
gone.
he desired when joining the Hero Association, but instead, he willingly antagonized himself so that the civilians don't lose respect towards the other heroes who risk their lives to defend them. Saitama is a true hero.
I mean, he could have did it more like, good thing they did it, because, you know, I would have, he didn't have to make himself the villain.
He finally realizes the tremendous gap between him and Saitama. Genos poured all his might in an attempt to reveal Saitama's true strength. However, a single mighty blow was enough to make Genos realize that he is just a side character. This may have been the first time Genos didn't break any of his body parts during a fight, but his soul certainly did break. As Genos looked back, his focus was only on the mountain, not realizing that even the clouds were swirled up.
Yo, that's true. I didn't even notice that. Yo, he punched so hard, he even moved the clouds into the shape of the punch. Oh my gosh, I never noticed that.
Mountain, not realizing that even the clouds were swirled up.
I only looked at the ground because I'm like, yeah, but he really punched the clouds out of shape too.
When you are so powerful, you can only dream of being weak. The dream fight against the Subterraneans had one of the best hand-to-hand combats in anime, let alone the smooth animation. Being treated with such an epic fight from the very first episode was sure to hook many of us to the show. especially when you realize that an entire species transitioned from overpopulating to extinction in a matter of minutes, all because of one man.
俺が守る
The highlight here is to finally see Saitama full of excitement, having fun in the midst of this challenging battle, although it may be the only time. Saitama's heartbeat of excitement was a nice touch, foreshadowing the identical heartbeat that Boros displayed in the final episode of One Punch Man. The number one spot goes to none other than Saitama versus Boros.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I'm
Blood-pumping
not gonna
action
lie.
brought to life with this amazing animation and soundtrack. The first character to survive a normal punch from Saitama whilst also having the longest battle with him. A battle filled with waves of fire, rays of energy illuminating the sky, miniature black holes, and craters on the moon. However, it was still not enough against Saitama. In fact, he moonwalks mid-fight. Two beings seeking essentially the same goals of a fulfilling battle, but only Boros was able to achieve it, represented by that heartbeat as he unleashes his final move.
だったらこっちも切り札を使うぜ。必殺マジシリーズ。マジ殴り。
A sad ending as one fulfilled his desires, but realizes that it wasn't even a battle, while the other has yet to use both hands in a fight.
お前は強すぎた。
If you enjoyed that, a like would be a
Yeah, like it. I never noticed the difference between season 1 and 2 from these lists or like from clips and stuff. It doesn't look as bad. Like, somebody who's watched it, let me know. Is season 2 more like Black Clover animation flaws, or is it more like Seven Deadly Sins animation flaws? Because there's a difference. Black Clover is like, that'll pass unless you pause it, because you won't really notice it unless you pause it. Seven Deadly Sins, that last season was so bad, like you could see the mess ups in motion. That's how bad. Oh my goodness. But like if you pause it, like look at Yami versus what his name, Veto. Look at that man's eyes when he's transforming. They look like olives. They're not eyes anymore. They straight up look like just straight up olives. Just, oof. 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 I'm getting out of here before I keep thinking about this man's eyes. I'm out. Peace.